Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, and this is Yousef and my kitchen. Today we're gonna have another original Persian dish, and it's seasonal, called Albaloo Polo, which it means sour cherry and rice. And we're gonna go over the ingredients and I explain it why it's seasonal. Let's do it. To make the Albaloo Polo, we need these ingredients. First, it's a Albaloo sour cherry. The reason that I say this is seasonal because a sour cherry comes only the first month or few weeks of the summer, and that's it. Then you have to make it at that time if you want to do it fresh, which we cook it when it's fresh, and we peel it and mix it with a equal amount. If you use 1 pound of albaloo or sour cherry, you use 1 pound sugar. Put them together, mix them together, and let it stay for overnight. Then next day you just put it on a heat and make a syrup and like a jam or preserve. And then you separate it from the syrup, and which I'm going to show you how to put it in the rice. So as I said, it's a seasonal, and we are out of the season for sour cherry. So I'm going to use the preserve or jam, and the reason is, as I said, we don't have it right now, but this is another alternative way to make it any time of the year. And for that reason, I bought about 800 grams of, which is each jar is 400. So I used 2 of them, and we're gonna separate the cherry from the syrup, and I show you when to use that and how to use it. The next ingredients that we need is rice. This is 3 cups. I already washed and put some salt, about like a 2-3 tablespoon salt in it, and I leave it here till I show you how to cook it. We do need meat for making a little meatball, and it's not a big one, a small one. It's a little bit between size of the walnut and hazelnut. And also we need some butter for the end of the food that I have to put it in a rice, some liquid saffron, which I put about like a half a teaspoon, and just mix it with the water. I have 1 onion, which I grated and took the extra juice or water out of it. Need some cooking oil, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon black pepper, 1 teaspoon turmeric. So the first thing you have to do, have to mix all our spices with the meat and onion. As I said, all the spices goes in there, and we mix them all together. By the way, the meat is 1 pound, and it's a very lean. Is like a 5%, I believe, is a sirloin ground beef, and this food is gonna be for 4 to 5 people. Now, as you see, it's been mixed all together very well, and at this time we start making a, just wet my hand a little bit and start making a little, just a small meatball. Not too big, not too small. I try to make it all the same, but it might be a little bit bigger the other. Now the meatballs are ready and it's the time to cook them. So I just put a couple tablespoon oil in the pan and high heat. We're gonna add this into it and cook them. All right, our meatballs are cooked and ready. So turn off the heat and we put them in a side. And the water is boiling. It's the time to cook our rice. I put the rice into. It's about like a 10 minutes or so, maybe less. As soon as it start boiling, couple times, then we have to drain them because it has to be half a way cooked, because we're gonna mix this albaloo and meatball with the rice. When it's time to do it, I show it to you. While the rice is cooking, we go over the sour cherry and I show you what we do with that and I explain it. Have to separate the cherries, sour cherries from the syrup, and then show you how to use it with the rice. If I have to use it this way, I really prefer to use preserve versus jam. It is time for to drain the extra water, and we're going to do it right now. We wash it out with the water to get the excess salt out of it, and mix this pan. Prepare for putting the rice and the rest of the ingredients together and put it back over the heat. So for that, I'm gonna add a couple of tablespoon oil and about half a cup water. And let them mix together over the heat, and we add the rest of the ingredients into that. I'm going to show you, we have to use bread for the bottom of it. The reason is because we don't want crispy tatty or something like that, but because the syrup is going to go down and on the heat is going to be burn and stick to the pan, so this going to prevent that from the sticking and to burn the syrup. Okay, here's go the use of the saffron. First we put just about tablespoon in the bottom, and as I said, we have to use this bread to prevent the burning of the syrup. All right, and start putting rice back to the pan, and then with the mixture, mixing the sour cherry and our meatballs layer to layer. Just a little bit of the syrup here too, not much, to get the color. And some of the saffron too. another layer of the rice here, and repeat the same thing again. Look at how beautiful it is already. Oh, I forgot to put our meatball. All right. This is the last layer of our rice, and we're going to be done with it after we put a little bit saffron and a syrup on the top of it, and also with a little of the butter, which we talk about it, and then we put it on a heat about 30 minutes or so. The first 5-6 minutes in a high heat, then we lower the heat and we put the lid on it with the kitchen cloth to take all the moisture, and instead of going back to the rice. This is the final step of our preparation, and we go put it on a heat again. As I said, it's a high heat for like 6-7 minutes. Then we reduce the heat to medium low, and with the kitchen cloth, you're gonna cover this lid and put it on top of it. Okay, as you see, the steam is coming all over, so it's the time for putting a kitchen cloth, and at the same time, the butter that I talk about it, it's the time to add to it. It's been in a room temperature, so it's kind of looks messy, but it's butter. It's good. All right, and then you put the lid on it and reduce the heat to the medium low and wait another 25-30 minutes. Then the food's gonna be ready. Okay guys, this is our Albaloo Polo, and it's a Albaloo Polo out of season and easy way. But as you see, the looks is great and beautiful, and it tastes also is great because I already had a little bit, and it's wonderful. So again, this is for any time, you don't have to be on a season. You can use, as I used, the jam preserve, and it's up to you if you want to put more sour cherry or less, or more syrup or less, is all up to you, but it tastes is as good as fresh one. I guarantee you, you're gonna love it, and make it, enjoy it, let me know, and see you next time with the new food. Till then, bye.